Hello and welcome back to SnowRunner, y'all. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at Ice Road Haulilng, which is from the original creator of Highway Haulilng, or rather, I should say, the Highway Haulilng series of maps that y'all already know and love. And while I would normally have music or something else in the background, I've honestly decided not to have any here because this map is so heavily based within its atmosphere that I feel like adding music in the background would actually take away from the atmosphere that the map is trying to convey here. Because at its core, this map is designed to make you feel alone in the wilderness. It's also designed to make you feel almost in a way a little cozy, but also kind of always knowing in the back of your mind that if you get just a little too cozy, it could create a situation that isn't going to go well for you. And also, if you like maps that are designed around the balance level and challenge level of vanilla trucks, you'll really enjoy this one because it is designed to be entirely playable with vanilla trucks. However, I will say that if you plan on playing this map with vanilla trucks, honestly be prepared for a genuine challenge. Although a lot of y'all should actually really appreciate that, because I often get people in my comments whenever I do videos showing mods telling me about how, or rather all about how they don't use mods because they are all about the challenge, and they would never dare use a mod because that ruins the challenge and spirit of the game. So if that is the particular energy that you have been carrying, let's just say this map is the perfect opportunity for you to put that energy to the test and see how far you make it before you get catastrophically frustrated. However, honestly, the more I kept playing this map, the more I just kind of lost track of time. And I feel like, and I know y'all have heard me say this before, but losing track of time while going through a map like this is honestly probably the biggest praise that you can give a SnowRunner map, because if it's that immersive that it makes you lose track of time as you continue to go through it, it's done its job. And this one in particular just comes with all of those, just all of those cozy vibes. Again, those cozy vibes can disappear pretty quickly though, because one wrong move, one misstep, and all of a sudden things just aren't so cozy anymore. As a matter of fact, not only are they not so cozy anymore, they could result in a completely stranded truck or a completely stranded truck and trailer combo, which honestly, that's even worse to have to deal with. Also, don't mind me. I gotta just park at this little hotel real quick and take a nap. Except not really. I just wanted to be able to pick a contract. And honestly, I figured the little hotel would be as good of a place as any to, park up for a second and grab one. And also, as I was driving through the map, it kind of dawned on me that this honestly doesn't feel like any of the other snow regions that I have played in SnowRunner. Especially, it doesn't feel like any of the vanilla snow regions. It certainly doesn't feel like any of the Canadian regions, but it also doesn't really feel like any of the European regions either. Also, rollover moment. And I'll be completely honest about that one. We came in too hot. And honestly, I thought we were just going to keep sliding. But the truck gripped up when it got to, a decent amount of slip angle. And once it gripped up, it was just all over and it was tumbling. But back to what I was saying about how this doesn't feel like a lot of the other snow-based regions that I have played around with in SnowRunner, because I really want to drive that point home because it's a really important one. And I guess I can also understand if you're watching the video and thinking to yourself, well, that looks a little too similar to a lot of the other snow-based regions in the game. And if you are thinking that, honestly, just try it. Just download the map, try it. I promise that, well, no guarantees. All sales are final, as is no warranty. Because obviously I cannot guarantee fully what experience you're going to have. And sure, you might play the map and think to yourself, oh, what the hell is this? It feels exactly the same as all of the other snow maps, and I don't like snow maps anyway. And if that's the case for you, then maybe it's just not the map for you. Although I do find it extremely ironic that the game is called SnowRunner, and there is a large portion of the game's player base that doesn't like snow maps. I remember a lot of live streams that I've done where we would get to a snow-based map and a chunk of the viewers would actually leave because they just didn't like snow maps. And that's, of course, not to knock anyone's preferences when it comes to maps. I just find it really interesting that for a game billed as literally SnowRunner, so much of the community just dislikes the snow-based maps. But either way, I think it's honestly time to move on from that discussion because we could go in circles all day when it comes to that stuff. So I've decided to just go ahead and stop into the gas station, grab some fuel, and then head out on the road to see if I can get somewhat closer to the direction of this drop-off. Now, I will go ahead and let y'all know right here at the top, or rather, well, this isn't exactly the top anymore, because by my calculations, we're a little bit over 7 minutes into the video, which definitely means this is not the top of the video anymore. But let's just say my efforts to get us a little closer to this drop-off may or may not have ended with me having a little bit of a misadventure and finding myself in the middle of the woods with almost no option for anywhere else to go, and also stuck. But, well, I wasn't going to tell y'all that until we got to it, but since we're already almost there, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all right now, yeah, I got stuck really bad. But that's all part of it. I mean, that's all part of playing through a map like this, and that's also a part of playing through really any map that has a focus on vanilla trucks, because no matter how good or how experienced you are at this game, eventually you're going to get a vanilla truck stuck. And then when you do get said vanilla truck stuck, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun getting it unstuck, and then it's also going to be fun trying to figure out how you're either going to get another truck out to it, or you're going to have to figure out a way to get creative with the winch and potentially get yourself out of the situation you got into and then turned around and then back out onto a main road. However, then again, these are all of the things that a lot of the people that use vanilla trucks all the time will yell at mod people for not having happen, because they'll say, oh, well, all of you with your stupid mods will just drive right through everything, and you can't appreciate any of the challenge that was built into this game. You're supposed to get stuck. You're supposed to struggle. You're supposed to suffer. And I think a lot of the argument of people that always say, well, I would just never use mods in my playthrough, I think just a little bit of that is like coming from a place of, well, I see you're using mods, and therefore that must mean that you didn't have to suffer through this level like I did, so I'm mad at you because you didn't suffer. I don't know. And of course, if y'all want to share your opinions on any of that stuff in the comments, feel free to do so. But also, if y'all enjoyed this first look at this map, let me know if you would like to see more of it, especially from the place of more of a live commentary or maybe even live streamed playthrough, because I honestly think that would be a really fun one to do, because I love the atmosphere, I love the immersion factor, and I also love how this map genuinely makes you feel like you're truly out in the wilderness. And with all of that being said, let me know any and all of your other thoughts and opinions you may have down in those comments below. Hit that subscribe button and of course turn those notifications on, and I will see y'all next time, or rather in the next adventure.